Warning. This channel features sarcasm and jokes. If you are offended by anything, we are not sorry. Smile.
You guys gonna trash talk anybody after that game? Alright, I gotta get the 2700. I slapped myself a few times, so now I have to win all my games. Why is it my last day? Because you won't click subscribe and then click on subscribe for free with Prime. Look how many, if like 10 of you do it right now, it might not be my last day. It might not be my last day before I go to kick. No давай, no, you know how many of you guys? Look at that, Dr. Cheeks Twitch TV. His name is Dr. Cheeks Twitch TV, guys. Guys, recently I was watching the South Park episode where Jimmy and Timmy joined the Cribs gang. That show is too funny, man. I have been sleeping on South Park my whole life, man. Honestly. Yeah, exactly. If I go to kick, I'm gonna start saying some crazy. I'm gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna like there are only two pieces. I'm not gonna, you know. There's only two pieces, guys. Knights and bishops. You're either a knight or you're a bishop. That's it. Why am I going to kick? Thank you, Usra. Are you donating to get a game review? Is that why you donated 20? Yeah, listen, on this stream, we laugh at the pain of existence and the world, all right? Thank you, all right, I got it. I'll analyze it in a second. If you're ever offended by anything I say on this stream, I don't give it, I don't care. It's just, like, I don't, the goal was not to offend you. And I hold absolutely zero views on society intended to hurt anybody's feelings, all right? So if you get offended at anything I say, it's because you're a sensitive baby and, you know, you think the world works a certain way. And that's fine, God bless you, but you are not gonna get any, you're not gonna get any of that here. So, you know, thanks. Just a public service announcement. I don't think anyone's actually gotten offended at anything, but, you know, just in case, I just want to reiterate, I don't care. Okay? Thank you. I mean, I was gonna play Rook C5 here, but now that I'm looking at that move, it looks really f***ing stupid, so I don't think I'm gonna play that move. I'm gonna go here. Maybe I won't. Go here instead. I did not expect him to be this salty. That is the word you used to describe me? Damn. Salty. Salty is one of these new age words that a lot of the young generation uses. It's supposed to encapsulate a variety of emotions. They just kind of like, if a person's speaking seriously, it's just automatically default to salt. I think the young generation is completely and utterly, by the way. Like, my little brother is the last of the young generation. He's turning 16. He's the last of the young generation that has any hope. But it almost feels like a Last of Us situation. I'm scared. No. Salty is not a new word, but using it in the way in which it's used now by the young kids. It's, yeah, that we never used to use salty like that. Salty was like a word that you used to describe, like if somebody was like bitching about the result of, like, you know, a test or I don't know. Now it's like, yo, this dude is speaking seriously about a subject. He's mad fucking salty. It's like, have you ever seen a 7-year-old try to use like a pop culture word? Like, I used to teach kids chess, right? And one day a kid would come to class and a kid had just learned the word like awkward. So he would go, "That's awkward." And you'd be like, "No, you dumb. That's not how you use that word." Like everything, that's so creepy. And I'd be like, okay. You want to use that? Fine. Like, what am I going to beef with, you know? Like, I used to teach kids, like, and they would just start telling each other, "That's so creepy." And I'm like, what he did was not creepy. He did something. Okay, whatever. You're like, I'm not gonna, it's not my job. But it's great. Fine, God bless you. Oh, dude, when I used to teach second graders, it was the funniest ever. Like, they're very funny. I enjoyed teaching chess a lot because I would make money, but I also enjoy teaching chess because it's actually kind of wholesome watching kids, like, learn things and, like, their neurons fire and, you know, all of a sudden they're, like, thinking differently and in a better way. And, like, it was cool. I enjoyed teaching. Boom? Queen, yeah, GG. But oh, one more game and then anyway, they're hilarious. Like, especially teaching kids in Brooklyn, because like if you grew up in New York City, you see everything. I mean, you see it, like, you walk down the street, your mom has to explain why a homeless person just shouted racial slurs, or why you just saw somebody take shit on the street. Like, you don't, you know, you take the train, you see a bunch of people every day, like if you have a good parent growing up in New York City, your parent explains the world to you. Like, by the time you're 8 or 9, as long as, you know, you have a roof over your head, you kind of like you see rich people, you see poor people, you see the train, you see the bus, you see a car, you see an Uber. Like, you just grow up in a more or less like like, you see things, you see the world, you know? If you grow up God knows where, you might be safer on average. Like, there's a lower chance you get stabbed, but like the chance of you getting stabbed is already so low if you think of all the millions of people in a city. And as long as you're not going out on your own when you're 10, like, you should be fine. Anyway, that's all to say that, what was I talking about? What were we talking about? I was making a point. What was I talking about? Right, growing up, yeah. Cause so teaching like a Brooklyn 8-year-old is hilarious because like they're talking to you. It's like the funniest thing ever. They're like, "Did you see this movie?" You're like, "What? Aren't you like 8? How did you see that movie?" A kid comes up to you quoting some TikTok nonsense. You're like, "What?" Like, I taught in 2019, 2018. That was like peak Fortnite, bro. These kids were like talking about, you know. It's, now I can't imagine. I don't know. It's the last 3 years did a number on kids, I feel like. Okay, give me a sec. Ay, stressful. Very congested position. Here's the pain. This is a crazy position. But I have to remember, my opponent sucks. No disrespect to my opponent, but 2,500 is like a joke rating. I just have to remember that. Like, as long as I remember that, I'm probably gonna win. That's actually a really annoying move. I did not realize how strong that move was. I mean, I'm talking, but I am not winning these games. Can't be serious? Who, me? What? Such a bad move. Why would you let me do this? Am I blundering? Yeah, D4 was a nice opportunity that. All right, thank you for the $5. I appreciate that very much. I'll take the $5. I've been called worse. I mean, I think people. No, hold on. I think people who furiously call out Judaism, thinking it's like a insult of some capacity, like their significant other must have just been like Jewish person. Like that's the only thing I can explain. Like, that's a free queen, by the way.